Okay, Shalom, Shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah, Koholoyim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim. Chachach double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and our Kwaf. That's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And this article says the CDC, U.S. child and teen obesity hits record 21%. That's a damn lot, too. 48 sources covered the story. So there's plenty of sources on it. If you want to check into some of the sources, well, basically all you got to do is just put in the title, man, and you can get down on a lesson on this. Any of you brothers want to get on it. But it says CDC reports released Wednesday found 21.1% of U.S. children and teens aged 2 to 19 have obesity, the highest rate ever recorded. And we already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? And mainly, you know, as Israelites have some of the foulest health, man. It's because, you know, we eat our bread to foul amongst the Gentiles. And I just done a lesson yesterday with, you know, this guy, Robert Kennedy Jr., whatever the fuck his name is, you know what I'm saying? He, you know, he's talking all this stuff about the food is not real, you know, it's poison, and we're about to, you know, make America healthy again, all this. Look, man, you're not going to be able to do shit. Because first off, y'all too goddamn greedy. Secondarily, I mean, well, first off, you're wicked. You're wicked, you're covetous, and you're about nothing but money, man, and greed. And you don't care about the citizens. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me get that first real fast. Well, I could have grabbed that one. Job 9 and 24. Let's get that real quick. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the earth is given into the hand of the very people that's telling you that, you know, we're going to give you GMO foods. We're going to make new foods for you. The Lord didn't do it right. We're going to take the seeds out of all the fruits and vegetables, and we're going to come up with our own process. We're going to give you lab-grown meat. You know, the cows are farting too much. You know, it's climate change and all this other shit. Knowing full well it's really them with their nuclear power plants. You got chemical plants all over the damn globe. You testing bombs and shit. You flying all over the skies all damn day long doing all kinds of wickedness. Right? And that's Esau. Esau, he's in control of the FDA, the USDA, and all these different alphabets. It's the so-called white man. It's him, man. So let me get this. Proverbs 29 and 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And people are very sick here, man. This is a very sickly place. It's crazy, man. You got to go into a supermarket and read a goddamn book, basically, man, to find out what ingredients are in the simplest thing. Something that should be made very simple, man. Bread would normally have only 2 ingredients. You can read the back. Bread don't even mold, man. You playing with yourself, man, eating this bread, man. You know, you can make it yourself. You can find some decent bread. You know, it's expensive, but at the same time, too. You know what? The best bread is in the damn frozen food aisle. You got to go to the damn, it's in a freezer. Because they know that if they set that bread out, you know, for a few days, it's going to mold. And that's even, you know, Esau, you know, with his greed as well. You know, when you freezing bread, why not just make the bread fresh every day? Why are you putting all these preservatives and all this shit in the foods, man? You're putting things into the food that's causing harm to the citizens. As a matter of fact, let me see. It's a one in, what's that scripture? And you want to set up and act as if, I think, what is it? Is it, I think it's Ecclesiastes. The 10? Yeah. Ecclesiastes, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered, right? As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So if you got a greedy ass leader, and that's all these, that's been these presidents for the past, they've always just been wicked as hell. But the super real greed and the part where they stopped caring about the citizens maybe about 50 or so years ago, where they was just like, oh, we're gonna can everything up. Now you can come to the store, you can get you some canned peaches, canned pears, canned, green beans, everything got damn preservatives in it. The sugar content is crazy work, man. Everything you eat got fucking sugar in it. Pesticides. Oh man, it's crazy, man. How these companies are able to spray the food with the shit that they spraying the food with, knowing full well that shit is causing the CANCER. And this is not medical information, man, but these people are wicked. Verse 3, it says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set up over it one that is profitable. So we're waiting on the Lord, man. We're waiting on our kingdom to come. Because if Esau continues, nothing will survive. And then, at the same time, too, see, he comes with his technology, his tech. He gets to telling you about how it's going to make things better. It's going to make life easier. It's going to make things simpler. Things are going to move faster. And you got all these fat-ass kids sitting around with a tablet in their hand. They don't want to play no sports. They don't want to go outside. My block be empty, man, in the summertime. It's a few kids across the street from me that play. And I'm talking about they play hard. It kind of surprised me, but they like to actually play. But they're younger kids, you know what I'm saying? So probably as they get older, if they do, we're praying that this place go ahead and get them nuclear warheads. But, you don't see children like that in the summertime no more, man. You just don't see it no more, man. We stayed out stayed out in the yard, man, or somewhere playing, man, throughout the whole entire damn day until it got dark. We had that curfew of, be in the house before the street lights come on, right? But anyway, let's go back into the article. There's a little bit more there. Oh, fuck. This bullshit. Oh, there it goes. Damn. So lock y'all. Came out of this shit. This shit done fucked up on me. My bad. But anyway, you got the point. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really... You see what it is with Esau and his bullshit. I was just watching the brother's video too. That glaring flaws of the digital banking, man. So, hey, this man is just wicked as fuck all the way through. Damn, I hate that went out. I wanted to go back in there. It was a little bit more because they was going into the obesity of the adults as well. But that was talking about your children. Hell, your damn children are the future. It's fucked up. This shit is playing games on me. Anyway, all right. I'm going to just grab this one last script. But you see what it is. In no damn way. Kids, but I mean, you see them though. Shit, I be in Walmart, man. Shit, I am not gonna front, bro. I be seeing, kids, man, motherfuckers be 2'3" and just as fucking and motherfuckers be looking like they well over 150. I'm talking about little toddlers be chubbier than a motherfucker. Like, god damn, that little man, what you feeding this little kids with bad, with diabetes and shit at a young age, a lot of hypertension. You got kids having strokes and shit. Anyway, let me get this one though. That bread defiled amongst the Gentiles, man. Ezekiel 4:13. And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their bread defiled among the Gentiles, whether I would drive them. So, hey, we eating defiled bread, man. The apostles been going strong about, exercising to the best of our ability. Eating the best that we can out of this bullshit. And praying to Yahweh about Shem Shai. I mean, prayer, ultimately, should be first on the list. Praying to the Lord, man. But we're here, man. We're stuck, man. We're stuck right now. We just got to deal, and wait on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to get us out of the hands of this cruel ass Lord. Because he don't care. He don't care. You got your little top elite, Edomites, you know what I'm saying? Or you got Edomites that they're not worried about a grocery bill. Because it is expensive as hell to eat healthy in this place, and it shouldn't be. So, they can afford to, get a better cut of meat or, better fruits and vegetables, in these cities where Jake be at. A lot of food deserts, you know what I'm saying? Fucking fruit and vegetable be all shriveled. If not shriveled, it's got a bunch of fucking preservatives on it to keep it looking shiny. When this shit is old as hell, you got fruits and vegetables that's out of season. Esau be growing shit, man, that ain't even supposed to be growing. But he taints with the shit, man. He adds his little witchcraft to the shit, you know what I'm saying? And he's just greedy as fuck, bro. It just is what it is, man. So, you have to just pray, man, that, the Lord will hold us down. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this app. It should have. That's one thing. These bullshit ass fucking phones. Okay, there we go. Shit, they got me the fuck away from the story that I was on. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, so it says adult obesity fell 40.3% from a 2017 to 2018 peak of 42.4%. So it basically dropped like 2%, with experts citing GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy as possible factors. Yeah, you got to take a damn drug. Why don't you tell these people get their big asses in the gym? You taking a drug, you know what I'm saying, got you losing weight and your damn face sagging. Your skin sagging. Why not just go to the gym and lose it naturally? That way it'll look tightened and fit, man. But people are lazy as hell. That quick fix, that's that Edomite spirit. That microwave spirit. This man was the man that couldn't wait on the food to get done. This the man that sold his birthright, man, for a quick meal. He's not into hard work. He'll tell you that he is. He'll have you believing that he's the hardest working man in the world. Like how they built this country up. They be lying about their intellect and all this other shit when you wouldn't even be the nation that you are if it wasn't for the Israelites. If it wasn't for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans building this bitch up for free for your ass for a couple of 100 years. They tell you pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Now they asses is struggling, working until their damn 90s. Anyway, it says doctors call for aggressive treatment of adolescent obesity, including medications and surgery to reverse the decades-long upward trend. Now here you go. That's what we talk about when it comes to doctors, because a physician not going to tell you that. A physician is going to tell you, hey, look, you have to change your diet. You have to get out and get active. Real simple. A doctor is not going to tell you you need drugs and surgery to do something that you can naturally do. But why do they tell you that? Because it's greed. They get paid off the drugs. They get paid to give you drugs. They get paid to keep your ass on 3, 4, 5, 6 pills, man. They get paid to do that. That's wickedness, bro. But it is what it is, So I don't really have to go into it. I mean, they do have a few hookups in here. Like I said, again, it's a few sources on it. Yep, there you go with that damn CDC. Who runs the CDC? Who came up with the CDC? The so-called white man. These goddamn Edomites, man. It did have a little video on it. Let me see what the video. If the video will play, I'll play the video and we'll end out. Let me see. This is for educational purposes only. Copyright disclaimer, 1976. This is for educational purposes only. I'm not making any monetary value off of this video, just to educate. So let's see if it'll play, y'all. Didn't know it was in there. I would have had it queued already. It may not even play. Nope, it's not looking like it's gonna play. Either way. But you can see from 1988 to this point, where they have it from 1988 to 2023, the prevalence of obesity among U.S. adults ages 20 and older. That shit jumped from 23% to 40%. So basically a 20% increase jump. And I know the elder down in Mississippi, he always talk about, old pictures. Like if you got old pictures at the crib, or you see your loved ones from back in the days. Nobody was fat like that. Nobody was obese. Everybody was shaped, with thin waistlines, and you may have it. I was growing up, you may have had a bigger person here or there, but man, no, it wasn't like how it is now. You got women, especially our women, easy 400 pounds, man, and they be, with these damn leggings on, just because they done grew a fat ass, but your stomach look the same size as your fucking ass. You looking like goddamn a damn beach ball, man. But they can throw on these wigs, throw on that damn makeup, throw on them eyelashes, get them nails and shit, and all they need is a fat ass and but motherfucker weighing 300 pounds easy, man. Big ass arms, out of breath, and this social media has made them think that, okay, you're fine. You can get on social media. You got an Instagram account. You can, you can throw on some of them little slut ass outfits, and you're unhealthy, man. And then you on Section 8, you got you getting food stamps, and you in the Walmart with two buggies with nothing in that bitch fresh to eat. Pork, oink oink all through the damn basket. A bunch of damn juices, cakes, chips, ice cream, everything you can think of to snack on, bro. Not a healthy goddamn thing in the basket. But that's Esau's system. This is his kingdom. And he sets up he sets up our people to be fucked up like that. These fast food restaurants, the food is because that's what RFK Jr. was talking about, all the ultra processed foods. He was like 70% basically of the foods is ultra processed. Saying that he said that the shit is just basically a put together substance, a lot of that shit. That it's not real food, that it's poison. And that's them telling on themselves. But it's too late. It's nothing nothing you can do about that. You're not gonna be able to flip the script on that shit, man. Yeah, that's a done deal though, man. Yep, people got all kinds of diabetes. No way these damn kids should be this goddamn big. I don't even know if they take gym no more. Remember shit, we had gym. You had to do all kinds of shit in gym. We done it all. We went to school. You had to play all those goddamn sports. They had the semesters set up where you had to play soccer. You had to play volleyball. We had to do the trampoline. We had to climb that big ass rope up to the top of the damn gym. We played flag football. We played softball or baseball. What else was it? And they just had like a test of, testing your running skills. It was a lot of shit. And we just had sports in general. But I'm talking about this is what they call PE, or physical education, when we was growing up. And then after we done all that shit, we couldn't wait to get out of school to ride our damn bikes and throw the football, run and play football at the crib and play basketball and shit. Oh, I forgot, we played basketball. Oh shit, we played dodgeball. Now that I think about it, every single sport that you can think of, we had to, throughout your semester of physical education, you had to play that shit, man. Only thing about it was, you know what I'm saying, depends on what period you took that shit. If you took it first period, you was kind of like in your, I ain't gonna say waking up mode, but you get first thing you going to school, and you got to get out in some dewy ass grass, or because it was the South where it's cold. They didn't give a fuck, but most of the shit was in the gym. So shit, man, we got it in, man, but all that stuff is over with. Them days is done. That's a done deal. Esau, and it shows you that his kingdom is actually ending. Because what could really come out of this? I mean, if he continues to rule, what can really come forth? Because it's only getting worse. It's getting worse year by year. The domestic violence is through the roof. The divorce rates are through the roof. The food is it's not getting no better. This water is not getting no better. They constantly at war. They spraying this shit in the skies. You don't know what the hell that is. The fruits and vegetables and shit that you used to be able to just go and get. Because they used to have fruit trees all over the place, man. You used to be able to go and just walk along. I remember when we was kids, we walk along, man. There was nothing for you to pick. Matter of fact, my grandmother used to have us put a little packet of, she would tell us to put some salt and black pepper basically in a piece of aluminum foil and fold it up and put it in our pockets. That's when I was in the South. And that was for when you was out somewhere playing. It was nothing for you to, grab your cucumber somewhere, grab you, hell, we would even grab stalks of corn back when corn was good, because you can't even eat fucking corn now. Roast some damn corn, while because we used to play far away from the crib. You ain't had to really worry about no weirdos around and shit like that. But shit, man, we take that little salt and pepper out of our pocket, man, and sprinkle that shit on whatever. We had watermelons growing wild everywhere. It was fucking raspberries and blueberries growing wild everywhere. We had pecan trees, plum trees, pear trees, apple trees and shit, fig trees. I remember all that shit, man. Now it's like all that shit is gone. And you take it for granted, because we was kids then, but it was nothing for us to just be out playing, and you wasn't going hungry, man. You wasn't going hungry. Matter of fact, I was in the South. They actually kept that law where, and it's in the Old Testament and the New Testament. Matter of fact, it's in the New Testament where the Pharisees was trying to be over zealous or whatever, and they was at, because the disciples was hungry and they was picking corn in the field, and they had a law down south where I lived at in Alabama, where you can go into a field and you can eat in that field. You just couldn't go in there with a bag or a basket and get to picking nothing and coming out of there with it. But you can walk off into that field and eat till you're full. But that's also a law as far as like the old school welfare system that we had, as far as the Old Testament. That's a law. You're not to glean all the grapes. You're not to take, if anything fall, you leave it for the poor. Roughly paraphrasing that scripture. We had that. We had that, man. So I'm going to end out there, man. I didn't want to keep it long. Just wanted to do something real quick on this. I kind of be in this Perplexity app, and they got and this right here is, what is this? Tech and Science. I'm in the Tech and Science area of it. Just be scrolling through here, man. There's all kinds of stories in here. You know what I'm saying? You can always get a lesson out of here if you just continue scrolling, because Esau's on some shit. They all on this chipping shit. And this man is just all over the world, man. He's just all over the place just fucking with shit, bro. Crazy. Anyway, though, I'm going to end out there. I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashal on the Bible Ball.